Throughout her young career, Caitlin Clark has delivered countless unforgettable matchups and electrifying moments that kept fans on the edge of their seats.
Martin looking. Here's Clark. She fires! And go!
But there are a few games that stand out above the rest, moments that have cemented Caitlin Clark's legacy and propelled her to legendary status. One such night unfolded on September 15, 2024, when the Dallas Wings faced off against the Indiana Fever just before the playoffs. Fresh off back-to-back losses to the Las Vegas Aces, the Wings arrived expecting an easy win. However, they seemed to forget one crucial detail: the woman wearing number 22 was in the building. From the opening tip, CC put on a show, delivering a signature Caitlin Clark masterclass and making
Indiana will resets. Clark, fire away.
Then this girl tried chasing Caitlin through multiple screens, but with just one ball fake, CC made her pay, like an angry dad dodging child support. Moments later, she went full Showtime mode, whipping a slick bounce dime to Kelsey, who finished with a smooth reverse to I in the second half. Caitlin kept delivering divine basketball, splashing a mid-range jumper before dishing a perfect assist to AB. But she wasn't done. Right after that, she hit the gas, attacked the rack with no hesitation, and kept the crowd on their feet.
Howard, Clark gets to the rim.
And finally, to send those girls packing back to Texas, Caitlin sealed the deal with a pair of deep, long-range buckets, crispy hot, like freshly fried chicken nuggets.
Into a ball screen.
Clark. Yes!
When the final buzzer sounded, Caitlin Clark had etched her name in the history books, setting the WNBA single-season rookie scoring record with a career-high 35 points in just 36 minutes. She stuffed the stat sheet with 8 assists, 3 steals, and 6 made triples while shooting 45% from the field, all without missing a single free throw. Believe it or not, that was just a glimpse of what happens when CC is in the zone. And if that wasn't enough, let's take a look at some of Caitlin Clark's greatest games that shook the basketball world. Number 4, Caitlin vs. Louisville Cardinals, March 26, 2023. Let's rewind the clock to March 26, 2023, when Caitlin and the Iowa Hawkeyes squared off against Hailey Van Lith and the Louisville Cardinals in a high-stakes battle for a Final Four spot in the NCAA Tournament. With everything on the line, CC wasted no time setting the tone. She started by picking off Van Lith's pass and turning it into an easy 2 on the other end. Then, she zipped a perfect laser to a sneaking Monica Chinano under the basket before lacing up her dancing shoes, delivering a deadly double step back to close the first quarter with a
bang.
Clark, step back 3, is...
In the second quarter, CC shifted gears, focusing more on playmaking and setting up her teammates for easy buckets. But just like in the opening frame, she made sure to leave her mark, closing out the half with another deep 3 to keep the momentum rolling.
Clark will fire and hit.
In the third quarter, CC kept her first half momentum rolling. She kicked things off with a slick no-look dime on the break, then drilled a corner 3 off an inbound play. Moments later, she capitalized on a Louisville turnover, scoring in transition to push the lead even further. By the fourth quarter, with the game all but decided, CC decided to put on a show. She casually launched a near-logo 3 as if it were just a warm-up shot, and to seal the deal, she found Kate Martin on the break for an easy finish. When the final buzzer sounded, Caitlin had delivered an absolute masterclass: 41 points, 12 assists, 10 rebounds, and 8 three-pointers on 11 of 19 shooting, marking the first-ever 40-point triple-double in March Madness history. On top of that, she led the Hawkeyes to their first Final Four appearance since 1993. Number 3, Caitlin vs. New York Liberty, July 6, 2024. Now, let's talk about the historic night of July 6, when the number 1 seed New York Liberty rolled into Indiana to face the Fever. Coming into the game, the oddsmakers had little faith in Indiana, listing the Liberty as 10.5-point favorites. But despite the heavy disadvantage, the Fever had a wild card, Caitlin Clark, and right from the opening tip, she made it clear she wasn't backing down. She set the tone early, splashing a tough 3 to get things started with a bang.
And she'll take the first 3.
Then, she fearlessly drove straight into the heart of the defense, finishing off a tough layup off the wrong foot. But the real highlight? She sent Leonie Fiebig stumbling back to Germany with a filthy snatchback that left the crowd roaring.
Comes Clark. How will she go for history?
In the next quarter, CC put her entire skill set on display. She kicked things off by threading a perfect pass to Erica Wheeler on the cut, then went right back to work, cooking Fee again, this time with a smooth, Dirk-esque fadeaway. And to close the half in style, she found her bigs with back-to-back flashy dimes, setting them up for easy finishes at the rim. In the third, CC continued leaving her mark on every aspect of the game. She crashed the boards, secured key rebounds, and immediately turned defense into offense, dishing out dimes with precision and flair on the And when the fourth quarter arrived, Caitlin completely dismantled the ladies from the Big Apple. She relentlessly attacked the paint, muscling through defenders and putting them in the weight room, showing them exactly who was in control.
But has picked up a triple-double here today and gets the end one.
After 48 minutes of play, Caitlin Clark made history once again. She racked up 19 points, 12 rebounds, and 13 assists, leading the Fever to a stunning victory over the top-seeded Liberty. In doing so, she became the first rookie in both WNBA and Indiana Fever history to record a triple-double. And in a poetic twist, the woman wearing number 22 notched this incredible milestone in just the 22 ND game of her WNBA career. Number 2, Caitlin vs. South Carolina Gamecocks, March 31st, 2023. From her historic performance against New York, let's shift back to the college scene and relive March 31st, 2023, the night Caitlin and her squad took on the undefeated South Carolina Gamecocks. This game had all the makings of a blockbuster. The stakes? A trip to the national championship, the challenge? Facing a dominant Gamecocks team that hadn't lost a single game in 4 months. The odds were stacked against Iowa, but if there's one thing about CC, it's that she thrives in moments like these. From the opening tip, she came out swinging. First, she attacked the lane aggressively to get her first bucket of the night. Then, she showcased her elite vision, launching a Patrick Mahomes-style touchdown pass to Monica Chinano, who was cherry-picking
on the other end.
7% of Caitlin Clark's assists come in.
Later, CC turned on the afterburners, punishing the Gamecocks with a series of strong drives straight into the lane. But she wasn't just scoring, she was dishing dimes too. In one highlight-worthy moment, she whipped a gorgeous wraparound pass to a rim-rolling Monica Chinano, setting her up for an easy finish.
Clark, great look. Chinano lays it.
In the second quarter, CC put her defender through a lesson in elite shot-making, effortlessly sinking a smooth one-legged mid-range jumper. Then, she officially invited the Gamecocks to a splash party, drilling back-to-back deep triples just before the half.
But the one player who seems at times to be tireless is that young woman, Caitlin Clark.
After lighting them up from deep, CC switched things up in the third, going back to work in the paint. When South Carolina tried to slow her down by planting a giant defender in front of her, she didn't flinch. She simply danced around the challenge, using slick footwork and elite handles to find her way to the bucket.
Now you see her, now you don't.
With the game tightening up in the final 12 minutes, Caitlin knew it was her moment. And as the old saying goes, big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. That's exactly what she did, asterisk asterisk, carrying the Hawkeyes on her back in the fourth asterisk asterisk, knocking down clutch shot after clutch shot. Then, with the game on the line, CC delivered one final dagger to seal the victory for good. By the time the dust settled, Caitlin had dropped 13 points in the final 10 minutes, finishing with a ridiculous stat line, 41 points, 6 rebounds, and 8 assists on 48% shooting. Not only did she send Iowa to the national championship, but she also snapped South Carolina's 42-game winning streak in the process. Number 1, Caitlin vs. Michigan Wolverines.
A deep one. You bet!